What's up, everybody? It's Ion Rogue here, and we are back for another weekly challenge in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This one's called A Task for Kratos, and it has you killing bandits with heavy bladed weapons, heavy blunts, and your charged melee attack. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to get the weapon kills and the charged melee attack kills at the same time. We're going to focus on the charged melee attacks first. Now, here we are in low crease. And what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the red leg bandits. And we're going to move up here to the salty bandits. And then the Pyrasalt pirates. As you can see, it says kill bandit leader there. If it says bandit camp in the name of the location, or if it says kill bandit leader, then you're going to get bandit kills. Okay? At that location. Now, another thing that I highly recommend when you're doing challenges like this is do not use poison or fire, okay? And the reason is if you use fire, for example, and he's all burning, if the last little bit of damage is caused by the burning fire instead of your blade or your blunt, then it's not going to give you a kill. It's not going to give you credit for that kill because it wasn't your blade that killed him or took the last bit of health off of him. It was actually the fire. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's how they coded it. The same works for the poison. If the poison, the inflicted poison, is the mechanism that drains the last bit of health off of the NPC, then it's not going to give you credit for the kill. It has to be the blade, it has to be the blunt, or the charged attack. Now, as you can see right now, we are getting the heavy bladed weapon kills and the charged melee kills at the same time. I actually don't know what killed that guy, whether it was the fall or what, but I didn't get credit for that kill either. But whatever. That's a good example, though. The last bit of health was probably taken off from him hitting the ground instead of my blade. So that's a good example of what I was just explaining. Now, for the first bit of this challenge, I'm just going to use the heavy charged attack. I'm not going to, until they're dead, I'm not going to use any other attacks. No light, no heavy. I'm just going to focus on taking these guys down with the heavy charged attack, which is accomplished by holding the heavy attack button down until your blade turns red. Okay, so here we are at the second location, the salty bandits. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna take all these guys down. There, so as you can see, 5 out of 30, 5 out of 15. And I don't know why I didn't get that one. He must have died from getting pummeled into the rocks or something, but I didn't get credit for that kill either. But we're just focusing on that charged melee attack because it's knocking out two objectives at the same time. So we're just going to get those 15 kills at the bottom out of the way and done with. That way we can forget about this whole charged attack thing if we want to. Okay? Alright, so here we are in the third location. Before we go down there, though, I'm going to show you some engravings that I'm using on my weapons. So right here I've got 21% damage with heavy blunt, 20% damage with charged heavy attack ability, and 30% armor penetration. If you have those, or a weapon that has those and you can equip that, definitely do. Over here we got 20% damage with heavy bladed weapons, and I actually equipped the 20% damage with charged heavy attack ability on this one as well. I'm gonna have to change that because those two abilities do not stack. Okay, if you equip them on 2 different weapons. I just wanted to point that out. That ability doesn't stack, so I'm going to have to change it to something else later on. Okay, so we're just going to go down in here, and we're going to use charged melee attacks with our heavy bladed weapon to take all these NPCs down and rack up both at the same time.
Some assistance, please. Fuck. Give up, Mistios, your time has come.
Okay, so I just want to show you a few other places where you can go to get these bandit kills. So here we are, or we were right here at the Salt Pirates. And if you take a look over to the left, there's this bandit camp, and then there's this bandit camp. And if you shoot down here, there's one right here, lookout camp. And then over here, there's the Maroon bandit camp. However, I'm going to steer you real quick over to this location where I'm at right now, to this camp right here. There's a whole bunch of them right here, okay? So hopefully we'll get those charged melee attacks finished right here. There's a whole bunch of them over here. Okay, so looking at my engravings again, we changed it to the 40% damage when attacking from behind, and the 30% penetration armor. If you have that one, equip that one too. I'm sure that there's going to be some slight chances where you're probably going to hit some enemies from behind, so that's why I equipped that one. Like, here's a perfect opportunity right here. And we're just going to take these guys down. Okay, so one more charged heavy attack. And we've knocked that task off the list. Now at this point you can start switching between the heavy bladed weapon and the heavy blunt if you want to. Or you can just focus on just one and then the other. It's entirely up to you. But I started switching between the two right here as I went up to those other locations that I just showed you on the map. Okay. But in the interest of keeping this video shorter, I'm gonna go ahead and skip all that footage, and I'll show you where I was when I got to the Maroon camp. So see, we can skip charging the weapon and just go for whatever attacks we want. And it'll make it a little bit easier here. So, here we are at the Marooned camp by Fokis. Okay, and we're down to 28 out of 30, 10 out of 30. So I'm just going to show you what I did. We were over here, right here, at this camp. And then what I did was I fast traveled over here, Kafiso Spring. Then I went here. Then I went here. Switching back and forth between the heavy bladed. Then I went here and the blunt. And then I went here. Okay, switching between weapons. You could strategically put your boat right here before you start all of this. That way you have a fast travel point that's taking you directly towards the ending of this route. That's just a quick tip. I didn't do it, but I thought of it just now. You could put your boat here and create another fast travel point. It would save you some travel. So we're just going to go in here and finish off our heavy bladed weapons. And then I'll show you some more locations where I'm going to go to pick off the rest of my blunt attacks. Alright, 11 out of 30. Okay. So, there we are. And if you look down here to Megaris, there's the Shoreline Bandit Camp. Over here in Corinthia, there's the Ericus Camp. There's another location. In Argolis, if you fast travel over here, there's the old battlefield. And Arcadia. Let's see if we can find it. Untilled Plains, kill bandit leader. Burned Farm, kill bandit leader. Telephos Bandit Camp. Okay, there's some other spots. And over here in Arcadia, we've got this camp, we've got that little jetty, and then up into Achaia, we've got this bandit camp right there, and if I remember correctly, right there. Okay, so those are just a few locations throughout the map. There's obviously more than just that, but those are just some locations. So here I am. I just went through some of those. I'm at the jetty right now. So, like I said, we came over here to Shoreline, and then I fast traveled down to Argolis. I went to the old battlefield, and then I took my ship to right here. Came up to this camp, and then I rode my horse over here to the Untilled Plains, and then I fast traveled over here, and here we are. We're gonna get this done. So like I said, those are just some locations on the map. There's a whole lot more. Just look for, you know, a place that says Bandit Camp or Kill Bandit Leader, and you'll be able to get this done. There should be at least 3 to 5 respectively in each camp, so it shouldn't take long. And that's how you do it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out. leave a like and a comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And Ion Rogue out.